Form a circle! Gotta run! Everybody off your asses! Nick Wood, get off your ass! Alright! Get your act together! Handcuffed!
I'm not alright anymore.
First down is for Buck for what?
Oh, this is such a
Who
bad
has a right?
circle.
Firstly. It's all Buck for what? Get yourself a drink.
Let's get a circle here, GM.
Buck for what? Get yourself a drink. Latecomer, drinking without paying.
Get in a circle.
Okay, here we go. Latecomer, no hash gear, and drinking without paying. Here's to all these things, baby.
Well, there's no circle. I think we should.
Oh no, way to get it down. And down, very good. Yep. Okay, anybody else outside the circle is going to get the next down. All right, you want the next down? You're not bloody working. We've started. Come out of here. Get your ass in here. Roadkill. You want a drink too? All right. Now. Está bien. Get out of here. Form a circle. Perdona. Join the circle. Timrod, get yourself a drink, come on. We've started a circle.
Yeah, and?
Show a bit of respect. You're GM. You're supposed to know about these things. Okay, here's the latecomers.
Hey, here's the latecomers, they're true blue. They are bastards through and through. They are hatchmen, so they say, and they're having a long, long way. All right, he hasn't paid.
Okay, all right. Right. I was told one story, well, there's several stories this week about the ongoing crisis in Iraq and in other places. I was told one story that a guy was arrested. By the way, oh, okay, yeah.
I was worried, you were the one I was worried about. I realised I sent you. It was the path to the
Back the balloon. Lack of respect, man.
It's like a respect, he's true blue. He's a bastard through and through. He's a hashman, so they say. Never get it in a long, long way.
It's natural. He's French or Dutch. What can you say? He's French or Dutch. He's French or Dutch.
He's eating surrender monkey.
So we were talking about the ongoing crisis in Iraq. Apparently last week a school teacher was arrested as well in Baghdad. By the way, did you hear the Baghdad Hash House Harriers are celebrating their first run today? They said
Camping house?
minefield hash, more like it. They're serious. They're running their first hash this Sunday, 20-kilometer run. Price is $5 or 20 old Iraqi dollars. Okay, there was a school teacher arrested in Baghdad as well last week. They confiscated his ruler, his compass, his rubbers, everything. Weapons of mass instruction.
Moving on.
Okay. Talking of which, we have a very brave Harriet here. Please come out. Anna, no name. She's a hasher from Riyadh. Get yourself a drink.
Does she have a name though?
Do you have a hash name in Riyadh? No. Okay, well this lady has just come from Riyadh because they've blown her ears out. Somebody suggested calling her, what was it? No. Somebody suggested calling her No Sweat 2.
No, blowjob.
No. I proposed, well, I was going to propose Sex Bomb. Which might be a bit rude, but it doesn't matter because he can't hear us anyway.
Why don't you, Jim, you promised I could
Exactly, and since
give
he's
her
the
one, no?
visiting hasher, you're allowed to give it a hand. There you go.
A little gift from the Madrid hash.
Thank you.
You were that forever now, won't you?
Okay, so here's the visiting hashers.
Hey, here's the big hashers. She's true blue. She's a bastard through and through. She's a hashman, so they say.
Well, let it not be the last.
I know.
Okay. All right, now, of course, the hares.
Good choice.
Yeah, sure. Where are they?
Ice bastards.
Where is...
Hey!
Ah,
Just gone sprinting up the hill.
and where's your fellow perpetrator?
Just hooked up to the car.
He's just gone to the car. Well, that's very good. That's good for the
Look at that.
Is it coming or not? Oh, there.
Careful.
Hash of 2 parts.
Okay, Howler and Twecka Boy have set a new record for the house. They got the last runners to come into the car park at 5 o'clock, which is not bad going. Did you enjoy today's run?
Softly.
Eh?
Softly.
I know. Did you enjoy the run?
If you didn't, no.
Tad long. Okay, so here's the hares. Okay, we also have some returnees today. Well, some. A whole list. Clutching Hand. Masticator. Roadkill. Marina O'Hare. Scarlett O'Hare. La Marquesa. Peter Turner. Peter Turner. I suppose we can call you Returner, no? Okay. Ana Forcillas. And also we have people who are, in fact, milestones because they've been twice.
Team Rat.
Tim Rat, of course. Tim Rat, where are you? Tim Rat, you still drink, returnee. He's been out in the States for a while. I asked him what he thought of the States. He said too many bloody Americans. Ana Forcilla. Ana Forcilla. Come into the circle. Okay, people who've been here for the second time. Raquel. Where's Raquel? Here. Come out there, get yourself a drink. Inez Jr. Ines, here's the talking of the circle. And Isabel Jr. Isabel Jr. My God.
Inés, ven.
Entré con Natalia, la amiga de tu hermana. Me dijo que está viendo a tu hermano Navidad, vamos. De lujo, ¿no? Digo, pones el freno. Me dice, a ver si quieres que me dejase tocar la chepa, a ver si me la
There you go.
No, pero si
Here's the soft drink.
Solo
There you go, very good. Take it.
Give him beer.
Take it.
que hay que hacerlo, Gordy.
You can
Es
drink
una
it.
vez solo.
Está bien. Tómalo. Es Aquarius. Quitamos esto.
Aquarius.
Aquarius. Okay, so here's the returnees. Here's the Okay, very good. Now, get the hell out.
Jim, can I sit down?
Justin,
Just here, just here.
lost property 2 weeks ago.
Oh, lost property.
2 weeks ago.
That's mine. That's mine, yeah. Lost properties. Anybody want to own up to this?
In my
Or
car.
to this?
Maybe snatching again.
Anybody lost a hat?
One of your victims,
I'll keep it then.
That's my dad, that's my daughter.
Use it as a hat.
Well, I was just stood here like a twat doing this.
No way. Milestone! In the neck, where are you? In the neck!
Yes, she is.
Here's our drink.
And where's the hash gear here with this one?
There is no hash gear. Here's our big drink.
And don't spill it.
Okay.
Give her some ice.
In the neck, we present you with this beautiful hash memento. 150 rounds! Wow, 150! Anyway. So here's the 150 somethings. Here's the 150 somethings.
Cheers of us and through and through. Cheers of hash and so they say.
Very good. Now, trophies. Who are the people that were supposed to run with the trophies today?
Me.
I have a trophy.
Somebody told me they already know where the horn is going to go to today. And you will no doubt confirm that. Come out here and give it away because this is not a moment of suspense, I'm afraid.
As you know, this goes to the sexiest person on the hash. Now, as I already have it, I can't give it to myself. So I think I might just give it to Come on, get the horn.
Drums, rolling drums.
There you go. There's your horn.
You have to come back.
And the other trophy holders, I'm
Keep
afraid,
it
4
next
more
week.
years is the story here. Except, of course,
Why?
because you didn't run with it. Oh, you ran with it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, sorry, give it away. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're accusing me.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I deserve that. Okay, we got one other little problem here
Oh, I'm going to have a drink.
because this person in a few minutes we will discover that he's finally leaving.
Yes!
So I will give you exceptional permission to. Oh no! Wait, this is the ship. Yeah. I just give it to you. All right. For crying out loud. You're not supposed to come out here. Get out of here. Just pass it to the RA.
Give it to our
Give it there. To the RA. Okay, and you will for 4 more years. Right?
Not for me, but to me.
Looks like it. Okay, any other trophies around? Okay, right. So here's the trophies. Yep. Spilling trophies. They lasted through and through. They lasted so they say. Mark 4, aren't you handing over that trophy to anyone? No.
Just run with it.
Lo tienes que dar la semana
We
que
have a
viene.
couple of announcements. So listen up. Okay, we got one or two serious problems in terms of misfunction. We need a person. We need a person for the beer. Now let me explain how this works, okay? If you are the beer trade, all you need to do is to take the cooler with you, put it in your garage and bring it to the next hash. The actual buying of the beer can be done by anybody. This is no problem. We can always find somebody to go to the supermarket and some beer. The problem is the cooler. So I will be walking around in a few minutes, and you better think of a good excuse to say no. The same goes for rides. We need somebody to coordinate the rides because we need people to be able to ring up a number and say, look, I need a ride. Somebody who lives in Madrid, preferably. Somebody who can pick people up from the Plaza Castilla, etc., etc. Somebody who hasn't got 5 kids in the car. That sort of thing. So again, think of a good excuse before I come to you later on. And other announcement is that the camping hash, we now have 15 people signed up. At the end of June in Malaga, on the Copa Pino, whatever resort. It's a very nice camping. It's got bungalows. You got space for tents. It'll be to run 1,200 of the Madrid Ash House Harriers. So be there or be square. There will be a T-shirt commemorating this event. There'll be laughter. There might even be a reconciliation. You might see the impossible. You might see tongue kissing between Pitter Patter and Wobbly Bob.
I thought your wife was going to talk.
Good excuse.
Don't get overexcited about that.
Maybe. We're working on it. So, sign up. If you sign up before next week, I will take care of the camping. After that, you're on your own, okay? So let me know, and I'll book you a space on the camping. All right, so here's for announcements. Oh. Have they ready? You got announcements. Come out, please.
For those of you who weren't at the hash on Wednesday, there's a 6K on the 1st of June at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Contra las drogas, no?
Contra el SIDA.
Oh, I must be thinking of a different one.
And it starts from the Ministerio de Sanidad in la calle Huertas and finishes at the Estadio Vicente Calderón. So if anybody,
No, but just if you just bring it down.
an email
I can do it, it's alright.
where you'll find the information. It says you can sign up via internet, but it seems to be that we're foreigners, you can't actually do it. But it has a phone number and it also has an email number. So if anyone's interested, sign themselves up. It will be a short run because it's 6K. And the Hares that day said they will start the run anyway at 1:30 instead of 1 o'clock. So we've got time to get through traffic and things like that. All right?
What was it? 6th of June? No.
1st
of June.
Sunday the 1st of June, 11 o'clock, Calle Huertas.
Okay, right. Why not Chueca? It's an age run. Okay, so here's the announcements. Me. Yeah. Here's the announcements. Right. Chueca boy. Get off your feet. Get off your feet.
I'm really tired. I'm tired and grumpy.
Exactly. Now setting a run that lasts until 5 o'clock in the afternoon is one. Sit at the top of the mountain, which is about 1,200, 1,400 meters high. He then points out to them and says, look, if you go that way, there's a wimp's trail. No?
It's an easy way down.
That's cynical. That is cynical. Getting people up the mountain and telling them they can wimp out.
It's ironic, actually.
Cynical.
Has Twitch been wearing socks today by any chance? Because
Oh my God. It's the English syndrome.
9 o'clock in the morning.
It's the English syndrome. Setting a run with socks on the sandals.
I haven't had sandals.
Oh my God. Okay, the RA will deal with this heinous crime later on. So here's the cynicism.
bastard through and through. They're Hatchmen, so they say, and they get heaven on the way. Down, 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 down.
Okay. Very quickly. Oh, yes. Sad moments come along, whether you like it or not. Happy moments come along too. Sacre Bleu Bollock.
Sacre Bleu Bollock.
You celebrate. Sacre Bleu Bollock is leaving us.
Can we sing him a
Please,
song?
can we have a little song?
Yeah.
In commemoration of this this sad fact, okay?
Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
Down, down, down. Okay.
GM, sorry.
Where's
I think
Esteban?
you'll agree, this man hasn't been with us long enough to gain any trophy, but
I thought you were going to give him a mug or something.
we have enjoyed his presence. And
Oh, we did. He was a great beer pourer today.
You'll send us lots of hashes in the future.
Okay, right.
Praise girls.
There's a new fashion on the hash. So, get yourself a drink, please.
Where's Esteban?
Yeah, Miss Nova. Miss Nova.
Oh, yeah. Behind Karen.
Go and eat then.
What is he sitting on?
Okay, so here's no respect. There is a new fashion on the hash. It's called getting married without inviting any hash. In fact, it's even worse than that. It's like going as far south as you possibly can, like on the Portuguese border or something, just to make sure that nobody will attend. This fashion is catching on quickly because it's happening again in a couple of weeks' time, when Aguas Muertas and Lola Picante are getting married without inviting anybody to it.
Would you invite the hash?
No, of course not.
Exactly.
Okay, but anyway, so Masticator and Roadkill come out here
They got married in Lepe, didn't they?
somewhere on the Portuguese border. Too far for anybody. But anyway, we want to congratulate them for tying the knots.
Probably still in the back of the booth in its cage.
How did they meet?
In Lepe.
We met at the cafe. Okay, but why were you here?
Where were you playing with it last?
Why was I here? That's
Why
a
were
trick
you in
question.
Spain?
I was just visiting.
Visiting
In
what?
my green rucksack.
I was visiting the hash.
The hash, exactly!
In my green rucksack.
When they have their 7 or 8 children, we will be able to tell these kids, without the hash, you've never been born.
That's right, that's right.
Like all these other kids around here. I mean, there's 75 running around here. Okay, so here's the wedding vows.
It's the wedding vows there too.
Okay, well, our A time, I think. Yeah.
No, she's just pissed off again.
Shut up about being hungry.
Talking to the boys.
It's a hash. I don't give a shit. Come on, all right. Get on.
That's right.
What with?
You're right.
Oh boy, we are armed and dangerous.
Is that even right? There is South America.
I'm dangerous, and if anybody's talking when I'm talking and having total disrespect. Right. My first victim shall be Tim Rat. Tim Rat.
Good choice.
Rat without a snatch.
No! As we know, respect is due. As we know,
You can wet me, I don't care. Oh, that was good.
as we know, Tim and I entered an agreement a year ago that said that we would do the are in together. As most of you know, we haven't seen Ratty Boy for a wee while.
Oh my God, I know a lot.
So, Ari gets here today. How about Ari gets here today? And she thinks, oh great, I'm setting the run, I'll be absolutely knackered. No problem. Ratty will be Ari. Well, here I am, Ratty, and I'm still Ari, so you have been anointed shit of the week.
Nice, the bastard!
It'll get easier.
Put your hand.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Yourself outside.
The banker.
Get yourself outside.
Part of this banker.
And shall we have Chet? Come and join him. Grab yourself a beer.
That works. No, it works. It works. Just
Now, as we all know, as we all know, these two people, or one person that we know of, has had a car incident today. Now, Clutching Hand, we're going to start with you. Tell us your story. What's happened to your car?
Some bastard drove into it, that's all.
Oh, now where was it parked?
On the fucking road.
Well, where did we parked?
On the fucking road. Why not? I mean, it's right next to the bloody...
it's Spain.
Tell it, man, tell it.
Hey, so this lovely wee car now has a wee bash. Now, going on to Sophie Chat's, we all know that Sophie Chat's car has just been broken. Oh, lo siento. Has just been broken into.
I'm a drink.
I'm a drink.
Miss Amer! Here's the Miss Amer! Here's the Miss Amer!
She's a husband, so they say. They never get down, 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 down.
You'll have thing with beer.
Now,
She's burned her legs and her
as
face.
we know,
I hope that's got beer in it.
it's got the kids. It's got the pee in it for them.
Oh, you wicked alright.
Anyway,
Good shot.
I've been told that apparently Chats saw a van full of Moroccans parked behind her car,
That's not true.
watching her stick all her stuff in her boot of her car, and apparently she even offered to move her car for them. Now she has nothing left in her car. So here's to the car incident.
They must it through and through. They husband, so they say.
Down, 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 down.
Good wrist action. Yeah, good wrist action.
Culchi.
Good choice.
Sure.
I know how you're coming into the circle, so.
Miss Noma.
Yeah, Miss No. Oh, Miss Noma. I don't know. That's someone else.
Now, it's apparently we all know that he's hash cash. But apparently you've been doing rather well for hash cash. And that you've been giving the hash money.
Indeed, yes.
And how much money have you given the hash?
Oh, about €100, I reckon.
I reckon
Good
that
man.
I should be the man now for any time we go away for a trip. Culchi is going to sponsor it. So here we go, just sponsoring away hashes. Maybe.
Sponsoring away hashes, they lost it through and through. They husband, so they say. They never get it.
A long way. Down, 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 down.
Yes. Well, I just part of the problem, sorry, can I ask briefly? These are calling cards, because we must not use the word business, were printed by Master Tater, and I paid Master Tater. They're no good in the hash cash's bag. These should be given out by people who have a very wide social circle. Here, take a few, pass them on.
Not a hash then.
Pass them around, pass them around, pass them
He's
around.
not got a wide social
Pass them
circle.
around, pass them around. I passed mine on. You use those as door
Right,
stops.
shall we continue? Can I have an anoni?
Good choice.
You're out, that's just called.
As we all know, I like to pick on the newcomers. Grab yourself a beer, Anna.
Good choice.
Mark 4. Grab
Excellent
yourself
work.
a beer. Grab yourself a beer. All will be revealed. There are many of you today who do not have cash here on. Just for fun. Right, I've chosen you two because you're newcomers. I like to pick on the newcomers. Mark 4, well, not a newcomer, but returning, and somebody who's hashed before. How long have you been hashing for? How long? How long's long? 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hash hats. No hats in a circle.
Yes.
Well, there you go. No hats. Here we go. To hats on in the circle. Me.
Here's the hats on the circle, that's so blue. They are the true and blue. They are for so they say. You never get down a long, long way. Down.
Have a dashery is now on sale, by the way.
Yeah. Now, Shiggy, come and join me here.
Good choice. Good choice.
Shiggy's come about with a new
Talking about Askia.
with a new fashion called the mini shorts. Oh, sorry. It's your daughter. Oh, wait here. Sorry.
Mini shorts.
This is. I think they're mine.
I think they're mine.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
I actually used the big ones. I lost those.
Ken's back. Ken says, I've got a pair of shorts. And we all went,
Make her put them on.
Yeah.
Put them on. Put them on over your trousers.
One leg will do.
the stretch
Put them on.
Put them on.
They're going on over my
No, under your pants. Put them on your monkey. Do you want a pair?
Keep them on.
Keep them on.
So here's to keeping it short, baby.
Take your top off.
Here's to keeping it short.
The bastards through and through. They're Ashman, so they say. That's what I call a pancake.
GM.
You're in the circle.
GM. Next time I'm going to fill this with pee.
I thought it was.
It's full of kitty's pee at the moment. Mine's a stronger. Está bien.
I'll be like whiskey.
Está bien.
Made his hair go funny, no?
You drank without paying.
Oh.
And now you have fire in the circle. So Está bien didn't get called out by our esteemed GM, obviously forgotten, but not by me. Get it out. Get yourself in.
In the circle.
Get it out.
And a circle.
You asked him to get it out.
So here's to drinking without paying. Me.
Drink it all, babe. It's true. They're Ashman through and through.
How can you get it out when it's wet?
Last but not least, short today for me, Justin.
Nice. Cigarette.
Get yourself a beer.
Fire in the circle!
Now, I've been informed from your little game there that you were talking about the Iraqis and that the dollar was stronger than the Iraqi, whatever it is they have money-wise there.
whatever.
Apparently you've been
dinar.
Saddam. One Saddam.
misinformed, and apparently it's the other way round. The Iraqi is stronger than the
Charging
dollar.
20 old.
So here is to misinformation. Me.
Damn communists. Hey, that's a solid. Hey, get on down there.
Hey, who's standing in the brass?
That's me for today.
Right, very good.
What else?
Okay, we need a song. And there you go.
That went right away.
Okay, quick, come on.
Another sock wearer.
Kick sand in your face.
Pull him.
Coming for to carry me home, a band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home, tell all my friends I'll be coming through, coming for to carry me home.
You have songs in your hash?
She's only been doing it 2 weeks.
Sorry?
Yeah, I don't know this song.
This is her hash.
Okay.
Picnic. Oh, or a restaurant. Which one do you want? Everything's in a
Speaking of restaurants, está bien.
Restaurant.
No, picnic.
Está bien, get out here.
Convoy to
Somebody,
the restaurant.
Peter is not going to have any lunch because... Who's Peter? Huh? Because? The dog.
Why did he get pulled out for that?
Why have to drink?
Call the dog out and kill it.
That's priceless,
Get the dog out.
around the circle.
He licked it only. You can delete it.
He just licked it?
Licked it.
That's it.
Sandwiches!
That's
So they say.
Make the dog drink. Make the dog drink. Let's get the dog pissed.
Picnic.
Hey.
Convoy to the restaurant.
Down there, on the road, turn around.
Table. They have a ball in the center and they have a string. There's a string each side. And the boys, they said, okay, we're going to give you a minute, and this ball has to touch here, then it has to touch there, then it has to touch there, and they have to touch there. So more or less, they did it with various groups, but more or less they worked it out. If I pull, you release, then I release and you pull, then we all release and you pull.
Three-dimensional thinking.
Yeah, and the boys, more or less, I mean it depended, got it right. The girls were just all fucking pulling.
They can't do it. Furthermore, if you want to sell something...
That doesn't mean to say we're
No,
stupid.
it's not.
No,
It's-
you're not
Heather,
stupid.
I'm
Let
not
me
saying
tell you
that.
something.
It's
IQ
not that.
tests.
It's different.
IQ tests, women always not do well in IQ tests. Why? Because in IQ tests there's a lot of spatial problems. For example, you have a cube that's opened out, you have an arrow, you have a circle, and you say, if you close the cube, where is the arrow in relation to the circle? Women can't do it because that is three-dimensional thinking. They don't have it. If you want to sell a plan of a building to a woman, put it in a three-dimensional aspect. Give it to them. If you want to do it, show them a map. Give them a three-dimensional map. It sells all the time. How often have you been in the car with your wife with a map and she goes like that? She can't actually read the map.
No, I do that all the time because I'm dyslexic.
Oh, I have the same problem.
Well, that's fucked me, that is.
No, I'm dyslexic. I am.
Well, I know that.
No, but
I don't drive.
it's a
I don't have
general
a
rule.
driver's
It's a
license.
general rule, and that's probably why.
The general rule
That's probably
is...
why men are generally better at maths and science.
Right. Look at
Physics
architects in the world,
than
look
women.
at physicians, look at doctors, look at air traffic...
Although I did come
air
first
traffic
one
Doctors,
here
no,
controllers.
doctors,
in
no.
technical
Air traffic
drawing,
controllers.
which was amazing.
Air traffic controllers, the three-dimensional aspect, the flights coming in, speed, etc. there are not many female air traffic controllers. Simply because, not as there's no opportunities, it's because it requires spatial awareness and three-dimensional thinking, which women do not have.
No, and I also do accept the fact that women see actually taking more than men do, because I mean that's. You see that in day-to-day life. Didn't you see it?
Because they have a fixed area in the brain, that's a language part, it's on the left-hand side of the brain.
No.
Automatically zoom in on details, whereas men are blind
right.
to those details. They are completely blind to those details.
Now tell me again the reason why.
Give me some more background while I listen to this, and please.
Heather, it's not being
the
nice,
the
yeah?
brain's
It's different.
No, I really want to read this book.
It
that
goes-
Paul's read,
Sometimes
because
I say to Aileen, how the hell did you know that? Oh, it's obvious. And I can't see it.
You can't see
I can't see it.
And
You can't
when
see
it's
it. Your brain is what? Let me tell you
it's
this.
sixth
Do you know
sense, it's much
Unix
more
and
development.
do you know
Definitely,
Unix and
definitely.
Windows? Unix and Windows, you know this.
Yeah.
Unix is multitasking. Windows is single tasking, basically, originally. The man's brain is single tasked. The woman's brain is multitasked. A man cannot normally do more than one thing at the same time.
Yeah, that's
A
what my
woman
wife tells
can
me all the time.
certainly do that. Now, the
But I
thing
love
is,
her anyway.
Let me tell you another thing.
Eh?
The
But I
women's
love her
brains-
anyway.
Although women's brains are 7% smaller than men's brains, they're more intelligent. If you look at the IQ test that people do with these spatial awareness problems, if you take those out and have it a sort of a generic IQ test, women more or less score 10% more than men on IQ testing. Women are more intelligent than men. It's just that men invent the IQ tests with spatial awareness questions in that bias it towards men. It's a conspiracy.
Paul, that's why I like you
It's
so
a fucking
much.
conspiracy.
That's why I like you so much. Do you know why? Because you admit to men's faults, and you're
Men
you're not
are
ashamed of
So
it.
do I.
No,
Excuse me, we all admit it men's fault.
No,
He
you
has
don't
a
admit to
natural-
anyone
he
your
has a-
fault. you
he has a
bastard.
natural
It's
way.
all my fault. It's all my fault.
No, he has a natural way of. He has a
It's all my fault.
Shut up.
You've
He's
never
just so
been wrong
genuine.
ever, Case.
He's just so genuine in his observations, and that's what makes Paul so different from a lot of people. And that's why you and I get along, because we're from Welling, mate.
Although he hates kids.
No, he's from
I don't
Greenwood.
care that he hates kids.
We're from Welling,
He's so
innit?
honest about hating kids that it doesn't
Yeah, but
bother
he doesn't
me.
hate kids. He loves
It's a Welling
he loves
chapter.
them.
It's the honesty.
He
It's the
loves
honesty.
kids.
We're gonna mix it up
He
later.
loves kids.
No, but actually, you know,
He loves kids.
No.
women are more with kids because that's what they're developed for. Men are out
No, let's-
hunting.
let's go-
Football games, kicking a football. You think that's a simple thing? It's not. Going right back. Spatial time.
Let's go back to the-
target.
to the-
Instead of
to
killing an
the
animal,
the caveman.
you're kicking a ball into a net. Anything to do with sport, the top sportsmen are men because they need this spatial, use their spatial awareness part of their brain. Anything we do is a challenge. That's what we do. Women don't need the challenge. You go home and you have a discussion with your wife after work. And your wife
I would
comes
never
out.
do that. I would
Your
never.
wife comes out with loads of stuff.
She's
They're
only
not
got
looking for solutions. They just want to talk about their day. Men don't listen to that. They
Ah,
can't
no, I've read
understand
this.
why they're
I've
about
read
this.
this. This is fascinating.
This is a problem because
But this is Venus and
no, but
Yeah.
men, yeah. Venus and Mars says they need their cave. Men need their cave. They get home, need a half an hour.
Yeah.
But the fact is, if men could just listen and not give solutions for half an hour, no problem. Just listen.
Which is why women have your coffee chats,
Yes.
and men on the phone. It's the same thing. Women on the phone, an hour just to chat about nothing. Which is why men are saying, "What are you talking about? Nothing." Whereas with men, it's like, I'll meet you down the pub 10 minutes.
Because
fine.
it's
Whoa, that's
illogical.
what-
It's
I'm not
illogical
going to waste
just
time.
to talk on the phone. But the female brain, because of this developed left part of the brain that has the speech area, they have to. They're more emotional when they talk about kids. Men don't. Go down the pub. This group thing, men together. This is where it was obviously impossible to live off the cherries off the trees. You had to go and hunt a lion or something, or a big bit of meat. So you form groups. You form groups, and you go and hunt that bloody mammoth. And that's why men still together get a little sort of enclave. They go to pub together because all they're doing is moving away from the hunting scene to the social scene. That's the way we develop. It's so totally different from the way
question.
women
I have
operate.
a
Okay, what about men
In
who
the
know
book, where does the prick factor come in?
I'm
prick?
just approaching
On the hash. On the
chapter
hash,
10
on the
where it
hash.
talks
That's
about
on the
sex.
hash. That's on the hash.
please.
It's coming up to sex now. I'm almost on that chapter.
Okay, come on, come on. It's getting interesting now.
And it, I see the
What about
impression
men who are good at languages?
Well, it's quite obvious if you think about the hunting
Bunch
thing.
of pufters.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
We're puffers. Dargy, you and I are puffers. Eh?
I'm not good at languages.
He's dyslexic.
Oh,
I've
fuck
just
you.
been in
He's
the
the
right
most
place at the
heterosexual.
right time.
He's the
No,
most
no.
heterosexual there is, he?
Absolutely true. Now look at people, men, in things like music, culture, publication.
They're
where
all
you need-
puffers.
No,
They're all
exactly right.
puffers.
Where you need some sort of idea of inventiveness and creation and stuff like that. That is a woman's sphere normally. So men that do that are more likely to be pufters. And people in the film industry and this sort of area are pufters because the testosterone was at a lower level when in their brain development. So they're developing a brain that is more feminine. And that's why when people have sex changes, you've got to admit it, their brain is more feminine, yet they have a penis. So you shouldn't actually criticise these people. They are actually the way they think.
I didn't realise you did. I don't go around throwing stones at them.
The fact is that
Well,
they are women.
you naughty boy.
They are women internally,
Criticise
but they have a penis. So when they want a sex change, people laugh at them, but they don't actually take it in because, as far as they're concerned, they're a woman. Why are they laughing at me? I'm having my prick taken off and whatever. Why are they laughing at me? They are actually women. The way their brain is wired, they have
But
a
men
Unix
who are
type.
better at languages, they're pufters too, right?
No. What they're saying is there's degrees. There's a test you can do in this book. That if you answer these questions, you can see whether you've got more of a sort of female thinking brain or a male thinking brain. There's certain limits. Obviously, if you mention
I got
female
more.
answers-
I got more of a female thinking brain, I think.
You are cute.
No, but
I
according
wouldn't
to
shag
your
you,
description, I'm more of a female than I'm a male.
Well, because your language,
You're going to put
you're more
shoes on.
creative than you are logical. Well, you're not logical. We fucking
I
know
am
that.
not, exactly.
You're stubborn.
Oh.
You're stubborn.
Stubborn. You like talking a lot.
Exactly.
Very. Look at your
So what do I
hairstyle.
do? Exactly. So what do I do?
Look at me a minute.
I have it chopped off. I have it chopped off or what?
Don't you
I have it chopped off or what?
Don't you think he looks more and more like Jack Nicholson in
No.
In Wolf. And Wolf.
Cartero
In The Shining, yeah.
In The
In The
Shining.
Shining.
Oh, let's go and find a sink, baby. Alright. Where's the sink? We gotta find a
I
sink.
don't know, it must be in the car.
I
Women
must
always
be up
take it
there.
everywhere with
Let's
them,
go,
right?
let's go. Alright. Let's go and get the sink. Alright.
Sorry about this, darling.
Yeah, it's getting boring now.
You should never give a map to a woman in a
Oh,
car.
thanks. I came on the camera and said it's getting boring.
You should never give a map to a woman in a car because that's the biggest source of arguments. What you should do is just have a navigator system fit in the car like I've got, because that's the way to do
I'm
it.
actually
Oh,
pretty good with
GPS.
that.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
I don't really understand maps, but once I actually get absorbed in what I'm doing, I'm pretty good co-pilot.
Now, let me tell you something. But let me
Back to
tell
the
you something.
3D thing.
Think about
No
design.
comment.
In my navigator system in my car, there's two modes. You can set a route and
Male
it shows
mode
you
and female
north-south.
Female.
It shows you north-south in the car. That is useless to a woman. What the woman wants to see is the direction of the car and where the car's going on the road. So you switch a button and it actually shows you the direction of the car. That is what the woman wants to do. 99% of women will use that mode, then use the other mode,
What are
north-south.
they called? What is the name of the mode?
Well, it's either north-south or direction of car.
North-south is the
So
one
if
I
you're
would
going
go,
south,
for
the
sure.
car is still showing, the screen's showing up north because that's the way
I
it's
know
designed
that
for women.
north is that way,
That is
obvious.
specifically designed for women. Because women would want to see that. But if you can understand the woman brain, designers need to build that into their
No doubt.
projects,
I
into
always
their
know
whatever
enough.
they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
It's a completely different way of thinking.
Okay,
completely
so
different.
shall we get a painter now?
I always have a company
A what?
A painting.
I have a
Patent.
company design.
Patent on what?
I don't know, on some...
North is that one.
There's different ways of teaching things to men and women. Brain. All this book is saying is brain's
I
the
know where I am.
It's not.
I know north is
It's,
that
it's
way.
nature, not
I know
nurture.
Madrid is that one.
What you have with nurture is, this guy says there's no difference
know
between
Scotland
us
is that way.
and men of 2 million years ago. Why? We both shit, we both piss. Basically, the brain's the same. But what you do now have is
No, I'm
education
dyslexic,
has
right?
developed
You
the
tell me left
frontal
and right,
parts,
and I'm
lobes of
fucked.
the brain, and communication
You're
parts
adamant
especially.
London's that way,
And that's the only
Scotland's
difference
that
between
way.
man of
Different
today and man of 2 million years
London is
ago.
that way.
Okay, so let's
I
get
might
back
be
to the prick
mistaken,
factor.
but
No, but roughly.
I've not reached that
The
bit.
prick factor. Alright.
That's not going off the
We've
sun.
not reached that bit yet.
I mean,
I know where I am. I
I'm
know
nearly on
the
it.
lake is down there.
But obviously,
I
man
really-
wants to shag
can you
and
lend me
women
the
want
book?
loving.
Can you lend me
That's
the
the
book when
difference.
you
I have to think about
Yeah, well,
you know,
we all know that.
Williams. Could he be a pufter? I think he could be.
I don't
No,
think so.
wait,
Wait a
minute.
I think he's a lad.
One
I think he's a
second.
lad.
When it comes to music, you've got to be careful because a lot of the female good musicians are lesbians.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
A lot of them.
That's what he's.
That's what it confuses.
That's what he's saying, though. The male, the male.
No, I
Oh
see
no,
your
the
point,
female.
I see
You're
your
right.
point.
Yeah, a lot of the
You're
female
saying-
good musicians, Tracy
Right.
Chapman, Dolly Parton,
Right.
Roxana.
Dolly Parton's a
Dolly
lesbian.
Parton's not a pufter. She can't.
Well, that's what you say all the time. I don't fucking believe
I
you.
don't know about the famous, but I know on
I don't want Dolly Parton
on
to be
Hector's
hooked
circuit.
He says he is. He says he is. I don't
Guys.
believe him.
I don't believe it.
Listen,
I don't
I've
believe
never met so many charming lesbian women since I've been with Hector. As far as musicians are concerned, women musicians.
Loads of them. Loads.
Right, now let's think
There's a
about
lot
that.
of them.
I don't know. About
Please, Hector, don't tell me it's that girl that sings in your
I can't
band.
answer that.
No, please.
Yolanda, no.
No, Yolanda,
She's
no,
not a
please.
musician, she's a
Tell me
singer.
no.
She's met 2 or 3.
Yolanda.
Tell me no.
She's met 2 or 3 of the
Tell
2 or
me
3
no.
were.
She's completely shaggable, is Yolanda.
Exactly. Don't tell me she's lesbian. I mean, like, that would be a fucking waste. That would really be a fucking waste.
She doesn't call me anymore. She just calls her Heather.
Oh shit.
Actually,
Oh shit.
actually, she hasn't emailed me for a while. She must.
Oh shit. Okay, well that's
Mind
it.
you,
with me.
the music industry, the labels, the production
Like,
people.
guys like
you have
you.
to fight. If
Bullshit.
they're going to fight,
Guys like
they've
you.
got to really
Dolly
be.
Parton never had to tell anyone she was lesbian. She did. She's about
I
cowboy
don't
moral always
believe
guys.
she's lesbian.
I don't
You know
believe
what?
she's a
Her
lesbian.
kids have stretch
No.
marks on them.
Do you know what?
I don't believe Dolly Parton is a lesbian for 1 second.
Look,
I really don't.
She
I
told
think-
me yesterday.
I think there's
Yeah, yeah.
lesbians and there's lesbians, and I mean in the sense that there are women who, as
They're
men,
bored women.
no, the women.
They are.
Listen.
They're bored
There are
with
women
men.
that run up to Paul and
There's
say,
so many men.
excuse me,
If
but-
you're Dolly Parton, every guy in the world wants to shag. Well, wants to have a tit, mate. Anyway, wants to shag Dolly Parton, right? And she's sick of it. Try something else.
No,
Try dogs,
listen.
women.
Listen, I was going to say there are women who
Little
obviously
children.
grow up knowing they're different. Like,
Same
there's
league,
men
right?
who grow
Dogs
up-
and women.
There's men who grow up knowing they're different, and it's not until they move out of town and they get their own life that they realise that they're gay, and there are women that way too. Okay, and then there are women who've gone straight all their lives, and then finally find that the only person who's likely to understand them is another woman.
Yes. Because men
Because-
don't communicate.
Exactly, and, there are
that goes
very
back
few
2 million
men who
years,
actually
right?
can.
Yep. Men do
And
not communicate. They didn't have to. Furthermore, when they're hunting,
Paul,
sorry.
but no,
No, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
men can't communicate. Some men have developed
Actually,
this
gotta be
side
careful
of them
who you're
and
gonna
can
show
actually
this video to.
communicate with women. They're not ashamed
Footage,
to
yeah.
talk to them.
Goes all
But
uptight here.
basically, I think what it boils down
I mean,
to is
You're gonna make
very,
some money
very
on that
hard
video, I tell
for a
you.
man to accept that a woman is a woman and a woman to accept that a man is a man. That is the major factor in all relationships going on in your life. And as much as people can be so realistic to know that it actually exists, it's very much harder to accept.
Quite right.
So there are some people who actually give up the ghost and say, I might as well go with somebody who understands me, who knows how I work sexually, and who knows who I work mentally.
Quite
And that's probably why you'll find that many women have turned to other women. Lesbianism at a later age.
Now, go back
And
to
sometimes, to be
the
quite honest, I
2
can't
million
blame
years
them.
ago.
I haven't turned myself, but I can really understand their point of view.
I can understand.
And I can understand it too.
Understand
Men
it.
don't communicate with women. Number one. That's a main
No.
problem.
I can
And,
understand
and they're
it.
not good at communication.
No,
Why? Because when you're
Oh.
hunting, you don't shout across the bloody jungle.
Yes.
I've got one over here. You've
just
got a
wants to go.
sophisticated level of sign language.
You do.
And if you go into a pub now with
yeah,
men
yeah.
and sign language, they've still got it. Like, look at that over there.
Talking crap most of the time.
Sort of stuff.
No,
It's all sign language.
Paul's been reading.
Who's talking crap?
Yeah,
That's
no.
interesting. Listen.
But we needed the
When I
history.
left, you were talking crap.
We needed the
Talk
history
about women turning
of
lesbian.
the basis of all this.
No, it's all based
Yeah, but
on-
I mean, I'm looking at the camera here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not very good at it.
No,
It's basically, you can take everything we do right back to a million years as to when we
You
were
can, no, you
cavemen.
can take it back to
The hunter,
gorilla.
the vision, the signs,
40%
the signals.
vision.
This is the way the
They're
brain
taking up
over
the
a
arts.
million years has developed in man.
I think you're forgetting the humble
Gorillas,
amoeba. It was
when
all
they
there
have a
back
fight,
then.
The humble amoeba. But brain has developed, and over those millions of years, it's very difficult to change it. That's the way we are. Man hunter, woman, the family
Look at a
protector.
male fish and a female fish.
What?
Any animal, any female or
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
they would behave
It's
the
not any
same.
animal.
No,
It's not any animal.
humans are much more
Some
intelligent.
spiders and that the female is definitely
They don't
dominant,
think.
dominant completely.
They don't think. Dogs don't think.
No, we haven't said that men are dominant. We just
If you
said we're
take it,
different.
you're talking about millions of years. You talked about gorillas, male gorillas.
No, let's
by the
talk
way.
about humans.
I don't want this to come on the hash video, but if it does, well, fuck it. Okay. male gorillas, when the dominant male gorilla tries to fight the male gorilla, the big guy with the looks like case, you know, the big stomach. And
Silverback.
Silverback. Yeah.
That looks a bit. Yeah.
New hashtag.
If he loses the battle, the other guy bones him up the back.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, who's gonna do it to me?
He's the biggest bloody.
It's gonna be you, Doug.
Do what he wants.
Yeah.
Doug, it's
That
gonna be
proves
you.
he's the man.
Is that
I'll
right?
do it again, Case. You enjoyed it last time.
It's gonna do it up my back.
Yeah.
Now,
I think it's
female
amazing.
gorillas do not. Okay, they don't.
I just think it's an amazing subject. I think that we are so obvious the way that we are structured that most guys start off at the same level. What then happens is social moulding, education, and that sets you off a certain route, but your basics are already there. They're all there, set up maybe. That's the point.
So you're saying we're
I don't doubt that.
80% genetics, 20%
Let me
environment.
tell you, this is not.
Say that again. Say that again.
This corpus callosum, whatever it is, which connects the left and right hand side of the brain. In men, it's very underdeveloped. In women, it is overdeveloped. They have this ability to think. This is what makes them allow them to think in 2 or 3 ways at the same time, because they have this acute connection, like a very nice Unix.
Marsupials have never developed an intelligent species because they don't have that connection. Marsupial kangaroos.
Well, I don't know what kangaroo brains look like.
I do. Most of my friends are kangaroos, and only some of them are transvestites.
Some of them are. Oh God, we're out of here. We're out of here.
Yeah, but kangaroos, you can't bring that into. All they do is
This is
Kangaroos are very
deteriorating
important because
fast.
they are another
a bit like
side-
Tim, really.
side-
This is deteriorating fast. Sorry, Heather.
Point
You're
is,
not. You are not. You are not
brains
going
of
to
men
be
and women
this
are
side.
so
I hate to
different.
put
They
this
are,
to you.
yeah.
You
From
don't.
I don't
birth.
dispute that.
From birth.
I agree with that.
I'm not getting off. I'm not.
I'm
I will
sorry.
be removed sitting in my chair.
I'm sorry.
You're going home now.
Heather,
Bored everybody.
when did you get there?
We got kids now.
No, I agree with you. I agree.